and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would take you guys along my LASIK eye surgery journey. Okay, so a little bit of background story. I started wearing glasses in 6th grade or so, 6th or 7th, because I couldn't see the board in class. I feel like that's kind of like everybody's kind of experience getting glasses these days. So I'm nearsighted. I can't see far away, or it's difficult for me to see far away. I can't even see the camera right now because I'm not wearing my glasses. They're up here. That happened, and so I kind of, it's weird. I don't even like, I think I had just started wearing glasses just when I couldn't see things. So like in those situations where if I happen to be at the back of the classroom or something like that, then I would wear my glasses, because I don't remember wearing glasses too much like growing up. But anyways, when I got to high school, I played soccer, and I don't know if it was freshman year or sophomore year, it might have been freshman year, but playing soccer wearing glasses, like it was very difficult for a while. Like I was wanting to get goggles, to have like prescription goggles to wear, and I ended up just getting a prescription for contacts. So that's when I started wearing contacts, because it's a little bit fuzzy in my memory, but something happened and I ended up becoming the goalie in high school, and I just remember it being very difficult to throw yourself, as a goalie you're constantly like diving and throwing your body out and stuff, and I might have gotten contacts before then, but anyways, so I was in high school whenever I got contacts, and basically since then I've exclusively worn contacts. I wear glasses whenever I have to like drive at night, or if my eyes are tired, or like just waking up and going to bed. So yeah, that's kind of like just my experience. And for some reason, I feel like in the past year or two, I've had so many problems with my contacts. Part of it's like allergies, part of it's like moving so much, that like different environments and everything. We've lived in the mountains where it's very dry, and we've lived on the coast or in the south where it's very humid, and just some of those things can kind of play a role. And then probably a couple years ago, Preston was throwing around the idea that he wanted to get LASIK eye surgery, and I was like, oh, okay, like that's cool. Like we'll try to get you, like let's prioritize you getting it. There's a myth, and I don't know if it's a myth, but it didn't really come up for us, but that you need to have like a stable prescription for X amount of years, like 2 years or something, before you qualify for LASIK eye surgery. I don't know if that's true. So as an adult, I've never had eye insurance or vision insurance. And a tip for if you also don't have vision insurance, I've always gone to America's Best, and it's affordable. They even have like a program that you can get on with them, like a membership, like a rewards program, and it's super cheap. Well, not super cheap, but like it's affordable. And especially like wearing contacts, you have to go to the eye doctor every year to get your prescription renewed so that you can get your contacts. Especially if you like do dailies or bi-weeklies, like I do bi-weeklies. And yeah, I kind of forgot that like people who don't have vision problems like maybe don't go to the eye doctor as much, but at America's Best they'll do all the eye tests, and they'll do like glaucoma testing. They will look at the back of your eye, the retina testing or whatever. Like they do everything, like all the screenings. They'll screen you for like pre-diabetes and anything that the eye can show. Like they will do that. So this year I got that done over the summer, and while I was there I was just like, oh, like my boyfriend and I are thinking about getting LASIK surgery. Like, is my prescription good enough? Or like I've had the same prescription for like, I don't know, it's barely changed over the past, since I've been an adult, maybe like the past 7 years. And they were like, oh yeah, like we recommend this place, and like the guy gave us a place, which is the place we ended up getting consultations at, free consultations. And this place is like so nice, like a very, I don't want to say upscale because it's LASIK eye surgery. Like you should have the appropriate equipment for the surgeries that are like happening. Anyways, we scheduled the consultation like a couple months ago, like 2 months ago probably, and they do all these things to your eyes. You have to get eye drops in your eyes, and it was a little bit of a process. Like, your eyes are going through the ringer. So they do vision tests on your eyes and they check the health of your eyes. So for our clinic that we went to, they dilate your eyes. Well, you do, okay, when you get there for our consultation, we did some eye tests, no glasses or no contacts, and then I did a vision test with them, and then they dilated my eyes, and then we did a couple of other machines. And this was really interesting because it was like a whole room set up, and I was telling them, like, I feel like I'm in the Olympics of like eye tests right now, because it was machine, you went around this huge room and you're just kind of like going through a maze, going through each machine, and there's like 10 different machines that you have to go through, each one taking different pictures, taking like a map of your eye, like a 3D image of your eye, the back of your eye, like your retina, your cornea, like it's taking a picture of everything, like every kind of detail that they can get, the pressure of your eye, and a bunch of other things. So some of these tests were kind of a lot on my eyes. There's one specifically that they took that is really bright, bright lights, and it's like constant flashing bright lights. And that one's, I think that was the one that they were getting like a 3D map of your eye, including the back of your eye. That was a little bit of a long process, but we ended up talking to the doctor, and they were like, oh, you are a candidate for SBK. So SBK is a certain type of LASIK surgery, which I can get into more later. But at the appointment, they said, oh, you also are having something going on with your eyes. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. About a month before we went to the consultation, I had been having really, really bad dry eyes, and I kind of played it off as like, oh, it's allergies. And actually, when we went on vacation to Florida for Labor Day weekend, I ended up going to an eye doctor because my eyes, I couldn't sleep because my eyes hurt so bad. So I went to an America's Best, went to the doctor, and I just don't think she explained it very well, but she was just like, oh, you're wearing your contacts too much. Like, go to the store and get Refresh eye drops, which I have. She told me to get the Refresh eye drops, which come like this. And then she also said to get Blink refreshing drops for contacts. And she was saying, don't wear your contacts as much. Like, she was saying that was the main reason for I literally just like can't see the camera. Okay, she was saying that that's the main reason for what was happening, but that I had something in my eye. And again, she just wasn't explaining it very well. And I did the treatment of this and this, and it got better. And so whenever I did the consultation, I told them, like, oh, for the past month or so, I've had really bad dry eyes, and I just kind of assumed it was allergies. And they said, let me look it up really quick. They said I had meibomian gland dysfunction, which is basically, so in one of the pictures that they took, behind this eyelid, I don't know if it's on the eyelid or on the eye, I think it's on the eyelid, but behind my bottom eyelid, there were stringy looking things. And I'll try to post a picture here that's not like too scary or anything. Anyways, basically, they told me that my meibomian glands were clogged. Yeah, so they showed me the picture of it, and it basically just looked like some stringy, like, white parts along my eyes. And I was very concerned because, again, we were just in Florida a couple weeks before, and the doctor had kind of said that there was something in my eye going on, but that it was because of my contacts. So I asked, like, oh, is it because of my contacts? Like, I have been trying to limit my contact use and stuff. And they were like, no, it shouldn't be because of your contacts, but you can treat it. And you'll have to treat it before you have LASIK eye surgery. So I'm still a candidate, even if I have my clogged glands causing dry eye issues. And yeah, and I had never heard of it, but my one of my best friends who lives in Austin, she is an optometry tech, and I ran it by her, and she was just like, oh, super common, like there's treatment for it. And she sent me some stuff, and the doctor like recommended some things. So what my treatment has been since, I mean, it's probably been like a month. So what the treatment is to help alleviate and unclog my oil glands on my eyelid things is to get a warm compress on my eye and then massage the eye to help with the oil gland become unclogged. So that's what I've been doing for the past month. And I have this mask, and I also bought a microwavable mask before. And my best friend Lainey sent me this mask, which has been great. And it's USB powered, so I don't have to go to the microwave. Like, I gave Preston the microwavable one, so he microwaves it at night. But yeah, it has a timer and it has the temperature range. So you just wear this. I wear it for 15 minutes and then take it off and massage my eyelids. And that's supposed to help. And I feel like my eyes have been less dry since then. And I also try to do my refresh and my blink. This one when you don't have contacts in, and this one for whenever I have my contacts in. So that's kind of my consultation update slash my pre-treatment for LASIK. I called today to check on my prescriptions because essentially, like, and again, I'll talk about the SBK treatment probably in the next clip of this. Like, after that consultation, they gave me this treatment to do, and then you sit down with the person who's like scheduling, and they're like the LASIK Eye Surgery consultation person after you met with the doctor and they approved you for the treatment. Then they go over like payments and stuff, and I went with Preston and we were like, oh, we're interested in getting it together, and so there's a discount for that and everything. Prior to the operation, there's some prescriptions that we have to get so that we're prepared, and then we also like have to take our contacts out at least 3 days before, which we did for the consultation too. Now, like I said, I'll talk more about the actual surgery in the next clip. I'm about to go to bed and I just need to do my eye treatment and go to bed, but I'll have some more time to sit down and like go through the surgery. And obviously I'm not an optometrist, I'm not an ophthalmologist, I'm not an eye surgeon, but this is just my experience being a normal person who wants LASIK eye surgery and who is going through the process of getting LASIK eye surgery. And I thought it was interesting because I literally didn't know any of this. So yeah, I am kind of nervous about the surgery. As the day we had the consultation, we came home and I was just like, I'm gonna call him tomorrow and cancel because I'm scared. I was starting to panic. I was Googling everything. I thought my eyes were messed up because they just told me that I had a clogged oil gland and all this stuff, and I was just like, you can't, like, LASIK eye surgery, one of the main like side effects that's gonna happen is it can cause dryness in your eyes. So if you already have dry eyes, it's not really recommended that you get a surgery that's gonna make your eyes drier. Like, you kind of need to resolve that prior to the surgery, or at least that's my understanding of it. So that's why I was just like, I don't know if like a couple weeks is gonna be enough for me to figure out my dry eye situation. I was just panicking and I was scared, and I was just like, Preston, he was going to the consultation the next day, and I was just like, when you go, can you just tell him to cancel my appointment? And like, I'm freaking out and all this stuff. And he went to the consultation. He was just like, they wouldn't let you have the surgery if they didn't think you were a good candidate for it and all these things. And I kind of like, I talked to the guy again, and I am feeling a lot better about it now. Now I'm just scared for like the actual operation. And again, not really scared. Like, I've never had a surgery before or anything like that, so I'm just not familiar with the territory. I'm just slightly scared about it. But yeah, so that's my initial thoughts on why I'm getting LASIK and the consultation process and everything so far. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had LASIK eye surgery. I know my sister had like PRK, which is a different type of surgery. If you don't have, or if you've never had LASIK, let me know in the comments if you wear glasses / how long you've worn glasses or contacts. I'm always just curious because I feel like I've been wearing like contacts for a really long time, but then I think about it and I'm like, that was 12 years. I mean, that is a long time, but I've been wearing contacts for 12 years. That's a lot of money. I'll tell you that much. Contacts are not cheap. So yeah, and I'm excited to like not have to worry about contacts and stuff for my job type stuff that I do. Like when I was in Colorado, dude, I would literally be in my tent with my contact solution and having like freaking hiked 13 miles and like got my hands dirty and everything, and like I would use hand sanitizer and then rinse my hands with contact solution and then take my eyeballs out, take my contacts out, and like then put them in the next morning in my tent. I literally would be like in my tent with my light, a flashlight or my headlamp. And yeah, I feel like contacts have just like been a little bit annoying in my life. Like you just can't do anything. I have to plan for it. I can't just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere and then like stay the night. Like, okay, well, do I have my contacts? Do I have my contact solution? Do I have my glasses? So I'm excited for life without contacts or glasses.